Oh, good morning. I forgot to get my other screen so I can see what I'm doing. Good afternoon. It is another day. I realized yesterday that I've been forgetting to do the extra revivals of the fossils, which, no big deal, I guess, but yeah. So there's like, wait a second, I started this hunt a little early. It's like, I should be further along. It's fine. I'm not worried about it, honestly. Okay, I did unmute. Hope everybody's had a good morning so far. Mine's not been too bad. Forgot to check the mail. Stella and I went on our walk this morning and made it a little longer than it's usually been because I need to get back to doing more or less our entire walk instead of taking a bit of a shortcut. I got a call from a foot and ankle place in one of the bigger towns around us, and they're like, yes, hi, we have a recommendation for you. It's like, you were recommended, and it's like, I was recommended, and it's like, lady, all my foot problems have been gone for a month. This was a month and a half ago after I first fell. Oh, so you don't need us? No, I don't need you. I apologize you had to take 5 minutes of your day to call me. And hung up. Then immediately after, the doctor in town called us, and it's like, we gave you a referral, and it's like, you didn't tell me you gave me a referral, so I could have called to made an appointment if I still felt I needed one a month and a half ago. You never said jack squat. So besides, I don't need it. You guys were polite enough to let me know that nothing was broken. It was just swelling and bruising. It's like the big worry there was that it was broken and we just couldn't find the crack. We are another day closer to Legends. And I love that so many people had the same reaction to Mega Malamar that I did. Cause like 3 or 4 of my friends were like, well, he just looks like Megamind. And it's like, exactly. But my one friend who adores Malamar absolutely loves him. She says Mega Malamar is perfect, and I'm happy she loves his Mega so much. Nothing worse than having a friend's favorite Pokemon get a Mega and it's a Mega. So I made me more lemonade earlier. have shut the house down and turned the air back on. It's supposed to hit 90 degrees this afternoon. This is more for just like a few hours in the afternoon and the evening. Because when the sun sets where we live, it hits the front of our house from like, not quite noon onwards, but from probably 1 or 2 onwards, so it gets really stuffy in the front of the house. And I hate sweating. We're back to Mystery Dungeon music. No set game that I know of. I think this is just a compilation of good Mystery Dungeon songs. I should look and see if like any of the movies have scores. I did come across that one Beauty and the Beast one that is literally just the movie score, all in order, like someone watched the movie and took all the voice acting and sound effects and stuff out of it, just leaving the score behind. I should see if like that's been done for any of the Pokemon movies. Not lemonade yet. Didn't screw that lid on right. It's got a little leak underneath it. Now this poor guy, what are you gonna do when I'm finished with fossils with you? I'm gonna take away your livelihood. I've been paying your bills for the past month and a half. Of course, if this hunt decides to be difficult, I'll be paying his bills for another at least 2 to 3 weeks. Well, maybe not the entire 3 weeks, because in a couple of weeks I am starting Legends Arceus and then Pokemon X. I keep saying Y on accident. It's like, I don't own Pokemon X, Y. Jesus! I do not have the game with the bacon bird. He really does look like a strip of bacon when he's shiny. I was dozing. I had a better night's sleep last night, but it still wasn't the best night's sleep. I was dozing in my Papa-san chair, and I had Ryan was taken on his just something for me to listen to, and he found a shiny Hypno, like a full odds just random shiny Hypno, which is really cool. It's always fun when you can find a full odds shiny. Bent down the day before yesterday, and my knee popped so loud. I'm surprised like my dad couldn't hear it across the house. It's definitely one of those ones where it's like, then a minute or so later it feels kind of nice because it was just that like pressure release. Need to get someone to come pop my back. Okay, I thought I hadn't done anything with myself. I got, every year, the dollar store, the Dollar General, not like Dollar Tree or Family Dollar, Dollar General, gets ankle socks in, and they're always Halloween patterned, and they're like $1, so I always buy some, and I forgot to take the tags and stuff off yesterday. Those are how I get new socks every year. Dad looked at me, he goes, I have some white ankle socks in my drawer you can use. It's like, Dad, those were Uncle Mark's girlfriend's, and their feet were too big. Their feet were too long. They don't fit. He goes, oh, okay. It's like, yeah. Like, I think I've told you this about 6 times now. Plus, they're thicker socks, and I like thicker socks in wintertime, not so much any other time of the year. This is driving me nuts. It's rubbing against my leg. I keep thinking it's like a bug or something. We're rolling around to the time of year where the granddaddy longlegs are starting to look for like a warm place to hunker down and sleep for the winter. Ooh, we should start getting hummingbirds coming this way soon. But I've only seen like 3 so far, but we're gonna hit a point like in the next month and a half where they're just gonna be everywhere. But there was one crawling up the front door yesterday. It was on the screen door. I reached over and flicked it, and it just flew off. Oh. I stood there for a moment and laughed. It's like I shouldn't have done that. He wasn't hurting nobody, but it was kind of funny. Also, I spent most of yesterday thinking it was Thursday, because I took Tuesday off and was like at home most of the day. So that really messed with my sense of days. Next week it will be Wednesday off, because Wednesday's my usual day off, but also because I work next Wednesday, which, yay. I'd love to work next Wednesday and like one day the week after, and one day a week or 2 after that. Oh, need to go poke around job websites and find me another part-time. Because most places around here do not actually hire you for full-time, so they don't have to like pay you benefits. But I'm kind of hoping that if maybe I wait a bit longer, we'll get that little surge of hirings for the holiday season, and that might give me a good chance of getting a job for over winter and stuff. Because I live with Dad, and I pay a portion of the bills, and he pays a portion of the bills, and bless him, he buys the biggest majority of the groceries and stuff, but it's because I'm in slow season, started early this year. So I'd like to get at least a part-time where I can work 20, 30 hours a week or something, or heck, I'd take 15 hours a week at this point, and just bring in that little bit of extra money so I can at least help chip in with groceries and stuff. More, I already do, but I would like to be able to chip in more. I'm still really tempted to make milkshakes Pokeball bigger so it covers up that little Pokeball in the corner of the screen. Or the corner of the text box, I should say. It's not really a screen. So I went poking around yesterday looking for just kind of to see if anybody had done a Legends EA overlay yet. Because I know when Scarlet and Violet released, there was someone who did a Scarlet and Violet one and did them, you know, for free. And I did find a couple. There's one you need to pay for to get, which they give you like 3 or 4 different kinds of overlays for the money you would pay them, which is worth it. There's one person who did kind of just a general one for free. And I'm not looking anything, you know, huge for an overlay. It's because I want my gameplay and, well, probably my camera feed there to be the biggest majority of the screen, but I would like a little border for around my camera and for the edges of the screen, maybe. I need to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me again. We finally hit the point in year 2 in Stardew Valley where the one I'm playing with my friends, who were making like probably about 400,000 money a month. But we're also still waist deep in getting like all the buildings, the homes, and the sheds and whatnot upgraded and built and whatnot. But we're to a point where one of the people who's playing can marry her chosen spouse for this playthrough. So she needs the upgraded house, and then we need to upgrade our barn because it's still literally just the first barn. So my friend's like, we have so much money, and it's like, we have enough upgrades to make. It is not. I mean, it's good money so far, but it's not near as much as you think it's gonna be. It's like, just wait till year 3. When we unlock Ginger Island, then I can move all the regrowables over to Ginger Island. Not the regrowables, the regrowables, the ones that constantly produce. I have a map for that one, and we're all working on getting like our ability levels to level 10 so we can get into the secret room, because I want my iridium scythe. I need the scythes that let you gather everything. Hi, Mint! Hope you've had a good morning so far. We went out and had Chinese. I wish we'd had Chinese last night. We had Mexican last night, which is hilarious because we had Mexican last week, and then we had Mexican like a week or 2 before that. So we have had Mexican recently enough in like the past 2 months that I'm tired of going to the local Mexican restaurant. And their food is still good as always, but generally we go once every 2 to 4 months. Sometimes we go every 2 months, sometimes we go it'll be 3 months before we go again. Usually it's spaced out a bit more. So I feel like I'm being overtreated to the Mexican place in town. Yeah. Yes, I need to revive more fossils. I still want to know how fossils in Legend CA are going to work, because not only should we have Tyrant, Tyrantrum, Auroramora, and Auroras, they showed Mega Aerodactyl in one of the trailers. Ooh, nice. I actually would not complain about just homemade tacos or like fajitas here. I do enjoy when we do burritos. First let's do tacos tonight, and it's almost never actually tacos, it's burritos. Poke my dad tonight and see if he might like some French toast or something. It's been sounding good the last few nights. We enjoy doing breakfast on occasion. I'm so sad though, because we got this little, what is it, Asian, Taiwanese kind of fusion place. I don't think it's actual fusion. I think it's just a little bit of Chinese, like Asian foods, and a little bit of Taiwanese food. It's a lot of curry. I've seen their menu, and like 90% of their menu is curry. But sadly, from what we've heard, a lot of people have been getting like food poisoning from their food, so we haven't gone to try it. Which makes me sad, because they have sesame chicken. And sesame chicken is one of like my favorites, next to like orange chicken. Still getting a chuckle out of the male trainer ending up with a team full of Malamar yesterday. I've watched a couple more Poketubers react to it, and it's just so much fun watching their reactions. M and J TV, you'd think he was watching a horror movie the entire time he watched it. Which, to an extent, they actually kind of treat it a little bit like a horror movie. They do a good few of the tropes. Or, like with the taxi driver, he leans over, then leans back, and the Malamar is gone. And then the scene with the CEO where it mega evolves behind him, so all we can see are like the tentacles, and then he knocks the computer over, and then we get the glimpse of its body before he like kicks his computer and breaks it. I still feel so sorry for that dude. You know, he wakes up and it like finds his computer trash, and provided someone hasn't come and picked it up and like thrown it away. Insurance claims in the Pokemon world have got to be wild. Some of them would do that. He is a very fun design. Especially considering he's one of the few Pokemon that is like actually villain coded. There's actually a small part of me that hopes he shows up in the AZ tournament section of Horizons, the one they're doing for Roy and the new dude with like the Mega Sableye and the Dragonite. I mean, I don't really watch Horizons that much, but it would be fun if they included Mega Malamar in one of those episodes. But there are a bunch of fun little details. I'm curious to see if they will keep the yellow coloring for his head tentacles. I can't really call it hair because it's not hair, but because they don't have the contrasting colors in the shiny, it's like yellow and a different shade of yellow. So I am wondering if they will keep his shiny colors or give him a new shiny. Also, I had a video come across my feed. Someone did a My Friend Malamar song. I haven't listened to it in its entirety yet. I will have to later. But it is funny that someone actually did one. Another Kabuto. Still don't know if I'm hunting this thing with shiny odds or without shiny odds. Get a little bit more excited for Legends EA like every day. That's good. I'm glad we're kind of getting into the main part of the hype season for the new game. But I was doing a little bit of thinking, and after I'm finished with my fossil hunts in this game, I think I'm gonna go through and catch a bunch of the Pokemon I need for my Pokemon Home Pikachu and Eevee Pokedex. Mostly because I'll get so much money from selling the fossils, it seems kind of a waste to not use it on something. So why not buy a bunch of Ultra Balls and go catch part of the Pokemon I need for Shiny Meltan? That is still the worst shiny they could have given us for this. I'm sorry. Like, you give us Meltan, which we cannot put in this game and evolve. And you cannot get a shiny Meltan unless you're lucky enough to get one during one of those few rare win opportunities in Pokemon Go where the shiny is unlocked. Oh, nice! Someone pointed out yesterday or the day before, I don't remember if it was Ryan was taken or if it was John Stone. But we were talking about the Ceruledge and the Armor Rouge and, you know, Charcadet, they're shiny. And he's like, But shinies are Pokemon bodies, so, you know, we can't see the shinies because they're wearing the armor, but it's like Tinkatonk and Tinkaton, where the only thing about them that changes is their hammer colors, and he's like, okay, you have a point there. It's like, but still, it's like, still, they could have at least given us a little bit more than just an eye color change. Or made it a more drastic eye color change instead of literally just swapping eye colors between the two Pokemon. Still think Charcadet should have been, more, Ceruledge colored for its shiny at least. But still, it was pretty cool. Three shiny Charcadet. I got my first shiny Charcadet using a either level 2 or shiny sandwich, hunting for a Paldean Tauros. Oh, nice! I like it when that happens. And I was doing that method where you hunt for Tauros near the city with the auction, because you get the Blaze breed as well, and Tauros will be the only thing that shows up there unless you're like next to the ridges. And I got the shiny Tauros and was just kind of running around willy-nilly, and all of a sudden there's a shiny Charcadet. And the two I got for evolving, I got on Pokemon Day from an outbreak. I've had that happen several times, actually. I did it with a pair of Dragonair once, a pair of Finkin that I actually didn't notice until later, a pair of Nosepass, and there was at least one other that happened within Scarlet and Violet, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Yes, at least a little bit of a color change for Tinkaton in its line would have been nice, rather than its hammer and the various stages of its hammer being bronze now instead of like that Corviknight blue. Like, the hammer's not even the same color as shiny Corviknight. No, I wish at least with Armarouge and Ceruledge that they had changed the eye colors, like, completely, instead of just swapping eye colors between the two. This makes me think of the Charcadet Poketoon, where one of the Charcadet in it is shiny and then the other one's not, and the one that isn't shiny gets kind of adopted by a trainer and evolves into an Armarouge, and then the other one finds a auspicious armor, or I think it's the auspicious armor, in a church and evolves into a Ceruledge. And then they fight later and both of their eyes are matching, and it's like, well, this is kinda meh. But yeah, I would have at least given like Ceruledge glowy green eyes or something. Or maybe just yellow ones. His shiny Hisuian Gudra's not bad. My one and only problem with Hisuian Gudra is that I want to know how it pulls back into its shell. If it's just really squishy. Hi, Bubba. That is my only problem with Hisuian Gudra, is how the science of its shell works, because the shell is skinnier than its body. Yeah. Hi. What you want, Bubba, huh? What? Oh, don't come shake at me. Come here. You know how this goes. If you want loved on, you go over here. What's up? You're usually sleeping on Papa's bed right now. Do you not want me to scratch your chin? Pin has decided to grace us with his presence. Are you gonna get it? Huh? You're a better door than you are a window. Do you know that? Your mama wasn't no glass maker. My sisters used to say to me when I was standing in front of the TV when I was little, your mama wasn't no glass maker, move. You're lucky I can play this game one-handed. Maybe. I mean, it's always possible. He is kind of a slug. And slugs are pretty squishy. Dad always teases me because if it's been raining a whole lot, I'll pick him up and carry him back outside. Generally before the cat can find them and try to eat them, because I'm sure he would. He enjoys eating crickets enough. Yeah. You just hanging around today? Okay, just part of where that's scratched off some from you scratching. I'll take it off in a little while. Because I think it's rubbing his neck a little bit and making a couple little sore spots. Yeah. They don't seem too bad. I almost wonder if that's just not where your claws are catching instead. That's not anywhere near where the collar sits. What? I ain't got a light up controller for you to watch today. Did you just... Oh, I turned on the air conditioner. I'd almost bet that's what it is. You not like that I turned on the air conditioner? To keep it cool in the house this afternoon? Is that what's wrong? we've been laying in the rocking chair in the living room. And the rocking chair is one of the spots where the air conditioner will hit like really good. No. No, we're not playing this game. I want to check my count. Alright, I had a feeling I was one off. Usually, when you get this lovey, you want something. I'm not going into the bathroom and refilling your bowl yet. Oh, good for him. I do wonder if they will release the fish Sunday. Because he's the last one and there won't be a new challenge event next week. Actually, next week we should probably be back to doing the last of the Suedo legendary raids. You feel better? Yeah, I've got to remind my friend that those are active and that she can get some shiny Pokemon. What? You attention hound? You're a worse attention hound than Stella is sometimes. Do you know that? But yeah, we still have 2 or 3 of the like dragons and stuff left to do, I think. 'Cause we have like Kimono O, I don't think we've done. Dragapult, I don't think we've done. Yes, Walking Wake is sadly an event Pokemon. They run that one on and off a couple of times a year. It's probably, had they not been doing these shiny Treasures of Ruin, it is probably the 5-star event that they would have done over Worlds. Because last year they did it, and then they did like the shiny Gimmighoul raids. They bought those back. But yeah, they'll bring those back around eventually. I just don't know when it will be. Yes, hi, Pin Pin. Do you want to try and get in my lap? I don't have enough pants there for you to knead and make biscuits. Pin Pin, quit. If you want in my lap, you're just gonna have to crawl down there and lay. I'm sorry. Because I'm so sad that Walking Wake and the others are shiny locked. I've been so hoping that we would get to the second part of Area 0 and like Walking Wake and all the others would be wandering around and I would be able to shiny hunt them. Sadly not, they're all shiny locked. She's looking at me like, quit making kissy faces at me, Mom. I don't know what drew you in here. It's not food time. And it's not treat time. I keep a very close eye on Cerebi.net. Like, I have them on my Blue Sky, so I get Pokemon news. And then I follow Austin John Plays and like Ruffled Rowlet. I followed Ruffled Rowlet for more for leaks than I did Pokemon news, but he does do Pokemon news as well. Hey, we hit 1,000! Kind of funny, we hit the 1,000 as a da 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 music. Alright, let's go through and check these guys. But I've kind of lived and breathed Pokemon for the past couple of years, other than as I'd step into other fandoms on occasion. Final Fantasy VII when Rebirth came out and whatnot. I also have the Pokemon channel on YouTube, so... Actually, I have two Pokemon channels on YouTube. The American one and then the one for the UK. Alright, no shiny there. So let's reset. What if I don't want to wear the strap? I'm not flinging my Joy-Con towards the TV right now. Well, look at it this way, you're not missing out on the Treasures of Ruin, so that's good. Lucky, I haven't missed any of the events since they've started. I mean, I don't always get like the mystery gifts and stuff because I don't always want them, but raids and stuff I've managed to do like all of them. I am curious to see if they're gonna keep doing 7-star raids and stuff after Legend ZA drops. I figure they will, but I'm actually curious to know if they'll be doing anything new or if they might make reruns of some of the older raids for people who miss them. Why you check? Need to move this 1,000 over just a smidge. Not that much. There we go. door, not a window, Pin Pin. You're okay. Do I need to get up and go shake your food bowl? Is that what it is? You've eaten a hole down to the bottom and you think it's empty? Here, hold on. Let me go see if I can figure out what it is he's begging for. You begging beggar. You begging beggar. Kitchen you can drink out of. Hey, Kyogre, welcome back. I think they're all a little bit of a gargoyle deep down on the inside, though. Lovely to see you again, Kyogre. I hope your day's been going well so far. Apparently food was it. He'd gotten down just enough to the bottom of his bowl where he's like, okay, my bowl is empty, fill it up now, Mom. It very much was not empty. But yeah, if you have social media, go follow Cerebi for Pokemon news. That is the best way, honestly, to keep up with things. Follow Cerebi, follow the Pokemon YouTubes. Austin John Plays is good for tips and tricks and gaming advice. He generally covers events. PM7 doesn't really do news. Ruffled Rowlet does news. And there's one or two other dudes I've watched on occasion, but I don't remember who exactly. I know I think Tyranitar used to cover news. I don't know if he does anymore. And I want to say Hoodlum Callum does? Bird Keeper Toby used to as well, but I think he's like Lore Keeper Toby now. The next Pokemon Direct? No idea. The next Nintendo Direct is tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It is an hour long, and I have not decided if I want to react to it or not yet. Or if I just want to sleep through it and just check my subscriptions to see if Pokemon put anything in it. Oh, that is definitely a direct I will either have to get up early for or walk Stella late for. We probably aren't going to have a Pokemon Presents anytime soon. I imagine unless they do a small one around the time ZA drops, our next Pokemon Presents will be Pokemon Day, probably. Gen 5 be that way. Gen 5 very much be that way. That's why I have trouble remembering if I played black and white. Because they gave you white and you get Zekrom, and they give you black and you get Reshiram. Which in reality, you're giving in the black or white Pokemon for the one the game is named after. Kind of. Because if you get Pokemon white, N gets Reshiram. And if you get black, he gets Zekrom. I didn't care which legendary I got in that one, but it was a Mama Blueberry who was like, please, I want the pretty white dragon. It's like, that's fine, I don't care. Black and White 2 were fun. Black and White 2 had good storylines. And the first Black and White as well. Part of what makes me so sad that the storyline for Indigo Disc feels like it kind of was lacking a little bit. What are you talking about? Armarouge is in the red game and Cerulege is in the purple game. They're exactly where they should be. I do think it is hilarious that they color-coded those two Pokemon to Scarlet and Violet. Eventually, 20 years from now, when we get a Legends Haldea game, we'll be able to choose which one we get, and we won't have to trade. Apparently, and I saw this in like an IGN post this morning, apparently Nintendo has filed like a patent or some BS for games where you use things as teammates, basically Pokemon games, and it's like, that is such a broad term. Like, you're not going to be able to do anything with that because there are already 16 other monster capture games out there from before this happened. And like, Pokemon isn't even the first one to do monster capture games, if I'm not mistaken. There's like one or two before it. Pokemon is just the biggest one. Everybody's laughing. It's like, they're still mad at Pow World, and it's like, dude, Pow World was a big thing when it came out. It didn't last though. Oh, excuse me. Like, I have not seen any of the streamers I watched play Pow World when it first came out stream Pow World at all since after the hype ended. Like, I know it's still getting updates every once in a while, and are probably still people playing it, but it's like, you don't hear about it anymore. It's like, if the creators of Power World had been smart about it, they'd have kept a steady stream of semi-consistent updates and kept themselves up top, but they haven't. Actually, I think the newest one that's getting a good reputation is Amio? The one where you can like go catch the little critters and then you can like transform / fuse with them or something. I know PM7 and Purple Cliff played the games a little bit. They got like to play a demo or something. I think you said that yesterday, Kyogre. Well, they're gonna have hits and misses for every generation. The only thing they consider when making a Pokemon design is all Pokemon are designed so that someone can see them and be like, this is my friend. All Pokemon are friend-shaped. Yeah, that patent's never gonna hold up. Patent or rights or whatever it is, I don't quite remember the wording. It's like, yes, you guys were able to get to Power World over their Sphere Shake or whatever being too similar to the Pokeball Shake, I guess, but if I was Power World, I'd have had the balls just spin circles. Pokeballs don't do that. 30-minute animation change. Funnily enough, Power World is still on my to-get list on Steam. I don't know if I ever actually will. I've got like 2 or 3 other monster capture games on Steam to play. Heck, I've got Nexamon on my Switch here and I've never finished it. We haven't forgotten since yesterday, Kyogre, I promise. They've been doing road work outside. I think they're trimming tree limbs and stuff, probably. So we've had half a dozen vehicles just kind of rumbling down the road around us. It's been a little annoying. What are you gonna do if Mega Garbodor isn't in the game, though? Just be sad? If it doesn't get a Mega, you're just gonna have to live with it having a Gigantamax form. I mean, there's always a small part of me that hopes Flygon is still gonna get a Mega. I think everybody hopes Flygon will get a Mega. Flygon deserves a Mega. No, you know what would be a funny Mega to do would be Mega Furfrou. And then its Mega form changes slightly based on what trim it has. Which I know they wouldn't do. It would be one trim and then the same Mega for every single one. But that would be kind of funny. Oh, hopefully I can manage to get this dude within like normal shiny odds this time. I really don't want to have to go like almost double over odds for it. The Kabuto was bad enough. Let me get this second Omnite within like 4,000 resets, please. This second Kabuto in 4,000 resets, please, Jesus. Apparently I'm losing my ability to tell the fossils apart. Ooh, Megaches. Ooh, my Pokemon Home comes out in a few days. It was so weird last year, when I got my debit card and Google was being weird about letting me change the number. To hop on the Pokemon Home to do something one day and have it be just the basic Pokemon Home, and it's like, what is this? And then it's like, oh wait, right, Google's being dumb. There's nothing wrong with having a Kabuto on your team. My general idea for my team is I want to do 3 Pokemon that Mega Evolve and 3 Pokemon that don't. 'Cause I'm not doing an entire team of Mega Evolutions. My team half and half for the challenge. And plus you can only Mega Evolve 1 Pokemon per battle, so you know, it's not like you're gonna be able to Mega Evolve all 6 of them. Unless I'm wrong and you will actually be able to Mega Evolve all 6 of them, at least in like the boss battles. Yes, that is a good thing about the gimmicks and the alternate forms and stuff, is it does make you look at Pokemon differently. Like, I used a Alolan Muck in my Let's Go Pikachu, run. Because he was a dark type. And I'm actually considering later when I have to restart this to, hunt the shiny legendaries. I'm actually considering getting a Alolan Raticate later on my team. Mega Aegislash could be pretty cool. Will you be getting ZA on release day, Kyogre? I'm getting the digital download, so I'll be able to play it as soon as it unlocks on the East Coast, which is 11 o'clock at night for me. So I'll be starting a stream either like anywhere from half an hour to like 15 minutes before 11 o'clock here. And then playing for a few hours. I usually, when a new Pokemon game drops, play through at least like the demo and then run around a little bit on my own and then go to bed. Aegislash is a Gen 6 Pokemon. Aegislash is a Kalos Pokemon. But yes, it is kind of funny they stuck him in the game with the Sword and Shield legendaries. I'm looking forward to getting a shiny one because the shiny Honedge line is just nice. Yeah, I pre-purchase all my Pokemon games. I get them digital, of course, because there's not anywhere within reasonable distance for me to go get them at like a midnight release. Everywhere's like either 30 minutes or an hour away. So I just get mine digital, and then a week before it releases, it downloads, and then like the day it releases, we get the day one patch. The only game that I've pre-ordered that I had to wait to play on release day was Fantasy Life I, because for some reason it didn't unlock until like 10:30 that next morning. It did not unlock at midnight like most games usually do. And I was so frustrated because I sat there for like an hour waiting for this game to unlock so I could play it and wasn't able to start it until the next morning. Still a fun game, of course. I also did remember to cancel my Nintendo Online Plus so I can go back to just regular Nintendo Plus this next month. Hey, we're getting a little bit closer every day. I mean, you can get it physical if you want it. Nothing against physical copies. Like I said, me getting digital is literally just because it's more convenient than waiting for a physical copy to get here because I want to play it when it releases. I want to play it now, dang it! No, you have no idea how tempted I have been to put like a countdown on my screen to when ZA releases. Which I might, when October finally gets here, just for fun. But definitely not before October. Okay, I was correct. I was one ahead. On this. What do you mean, how long were you even on this channel? You've been on... I think you followed me... last summer? So you've been here over a year. So I want to say you followed me like last March or something. March or April or May. Because you were here when I was still hunting in Scarlet and Violet. Working on getting the rest of the Pokemon I needed for getting all the shinies in those games, more or less. And it's been over a year since I hunted in Scarlet and Violet, and it wasn't like for a gimme goal or something. So yeah, you've been here more or less almost since I started streaming again. 24. I don't quite remember what. I could actually find this out really fast. Hold on. Maybe every shiny in ZA. At least the shinies I need in ZA for my living decks. Let me see something. Studio. Content. Live. Does it give me the dates? Yes, it does. Gotta scroll down. I hate that it won't let me, like, sort these by date. And that I can't just skip to the last page and check that way. I could tell you the first day I started streaming again. Let's see. This is going to take me a minute though. Copyright. Oh, from some of the non-copyrighted music. Those were so dumb. Hate it when your game gets poked with a copyright for music that is like literally in a game. Mario didn't get any of those. Let's see, March 2024. What is this one? Final Fantasy VII. A little bit of Slime Rancher. Oh, dang. Oh, no, that's a 20. Okay, so it was last page. Let me get to the bottom of this one. Let's see. I started streaming again on February 7th, 2024, which I think is off by a couple of days, because I think I did a test stream on Twitch first. So you showed up around, I want to say, like, somewhere between March and May of 2024. Yeah, that's extremely possible, doing a shiny alpha for all the NPCs who need a Pokemon. I've seen a few different people do that in Legends Arceus. It would not surprise me a bit if that came back for Legends ZA. I did my Shiny on Screen series for Scarlet and Violet mostly because they didn't have the shiny noise. And it felt like every time you looked for a video so you could see like a shiny in-game, it was like 5 minutes of somebody talking. And I was kind of annoyed by it. It's like, I just need 30 seconds to see this shiny so I know what I'm looking for. So they're seeing how rumor has it the shiny sparkle noise is back in Legends ZA. There probably won't be a shiny on screen series. But I am going to try and do a compilation video for me getting my living alpha decks. And then I'll do one for my shinies, but I don't know if I'm going to hunt every shiny in Legends ZA yet. I've not decided. It's possible I will, but it's equally as possible that I might more or less just hunt anything I need for my living decks and a few other things for like friends. Oh yes, I expect most of the old like Shalfa challenges to pop back up. That was brown, wasn't it? have a tiny, shiny Iron Valiant. I imagine you very much can get Alpha Garbodor. It might take a bit of time to get him to spawn in, but, it's possible. But yes, I imagine most of the shiny alpha challenges will return the catching one in like each area. I'm assuming Lumiosa split up into the 5 areas, like the color-coded sections on the map. The shelfa for each NPC, so on and so forth, and all that fun stuff. I'll have a much easier time doing my alpha living dex this time though, because it won't be like a month or 2 after the game releases when I decide I want to do one. This time I'll actually be playing through the game and not just releasing every alpha I catch, more or less. I might have to look for an Alpha Venipede for my team, though. I would love a gigantic Scolipede. Give me the giant worm boy. It's always so much fun having your Pokemon, but extra, extra large. You never know. There's still a decent handful of empty slots for the Kalos Pokedex, because we do not know exactly how many Pokemon we're getting in this. I mean, we can assume somewhere around 250, kind of like the Pokedex in Legends Arceus. But it could be a little more. Because let's face it, about half of the Pokedex right now is probably going to be made up of Pokemon that Mega Evolve. But we should have a good deal of options for Pokemon that don't. I just had the dumbest thought. I need to see a battle between a Sirfetch'd and like a Mega Halucha. I feel like that would be a very entertaining battle. We're gonna pit the Luchador against the Onion Knight. Wasn't the Clink line in Sword and Shield, I think? Every Pokemon is someone's favorite. I feel like Magnemite gets added into... Well, I think it feels like Magnemite's been in a lot of games because it had to be in the Gen 4 remakes and Legends Arceus because of Magnezone. So we've seen it in the last 3 games. I don't remember if it was in Sword and Shield. And then it was also in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, so it has been in a lot of the games that are on the Switch. As opposed to Clink, which I think has only been in Sword and Shield. I might be wrong, I don't have the Pokedexes for every game memorized, but... So yes, Gen 10, I would like to see a big cutback on some of the Pokemon we've been seeing just a ton of in the more recent games. Game Freak, please no more Lucario for a couple of games. No more Shinx, no more Floatzel, no more Charizard, no more Kanto starters in general. For a little bit, which, yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm tired of seeing Starly. I think mostly it's just Gen 4 burnout because of Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends Arceus. I would say no more Pikachu as well, but that's more than likely definitely not gonna happen. Because the Pokedexes are too big now for them to do a complete Pokedex reset like they did in Gen 5. It is possible that Magnemite and Magneton and Magnezone are in Scarlet and Violet and well, and I'm just not remembering. I'm not to my running around Scarlet and Violet section of gameplay yet, other than hunting the 2 fossils. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Because we have no way of really knowing what they're going to add, just Pokemon-wise, into this game. Until, Leak Week, at least. That is the one thing I like about the Pokemon leaks when someone gets the game a week early, is that generally by, release date, we have the entire Pokedex and have had it for a couple of days. It lets me pre-plan my team. I remember with Mabostiff, people thinking for a bit they had like a day and night form when it was really just the regular Mabostiff and it's shiny. Yes, I know Magnemite and Magneton are in Scarlet and Violet. I've done Outbreaks for them. That's the game I caught them shiny in. Because I sure as heck was not going to shiny hunt those things in Legends Arceus. And I wasn't doing Let's Go Pikachu hunts at that point. I've got to sneeze. And it don't want to come out. I hate it when that happens. Which is, Magnemite is another Pokemon I'm getting kind of fatigued on. I wouldn't mind regular Meowth not being in another Pokemon game for a bit. And I'm about to sound like the biggest heretic ever, but let's leave out Eevee. No, it was Sword and Shield. I wasn't certain if they were in Gen 7. Also, at this point, they could leave Magikarp and Gyarados out as well. Like, I love my big angry boy, but he's in every Pokemon game because they're easy to train against. Do do do. I'm sure if you gave me 30-40 minutes to sit down and like scroll through Pokedexes, I could come up with like at least 15 or 20 other Pokemon I'm kind of tired of seeing. They need to shift focus onto some of the ones that have not been as many of the recent games. I mean, you're more than welcome to. Technically speaking, every Pokemon needs a Mega because every Pokemon is technically supposed to have one. But I can completely, totally, and utterly understand why every Pokemon will not ever have a Mega, because that's a lot of freaking Megas to think of. Alright, let's go through and check the Kabuto. Make sure I didn't miss anything sparkly. Like, I'm so mad they left Miltank out of Scarlet and Violet. They put Tauros in and gave him 3 evolutions, but they couldn't have included the cow as well and given her a regional variant. I still think she would have made an awesome fairy grass type to both counter and complete the trio they were doing with the Tauros. You said Garbodor already. And Agislash, we've gotten your Mega opinions for the day. Alright, no shiny there. Time to restart. I wouldn't say no to a Mega Ursaluna. I know it got an alternative form in the Blood Moon Beast, but a Mega Ursaluna would be cool. Giant trash baby. They need to give Garbodor an enemy Pokemon. And it's just a raccoon. Like a regular raccoon. That likes hunting down Trubbish and Garbodor for the sport of it. That'd be kind of funny. I would love to see that a bit more in Pokemon as well. Pokemon that just kind of have natural rivalries. And then I could build a team of Pokemon that are rivals against each other. Zangoose and Seviper, Boltund and Thievul. I had one more in my head and now I don't remember what it is. Oh, Alolan Rattata, or Raticate, and, Gumshoos. That'd be kind of a fun team to do. I feel a little bit like, Drowsy and Hypno should be like mortal enemies with Muna and Marna. But I think they both are technically eat dreams, so that would be kind of spats over territory. Oh my god. The Gen 5 Pokemon manga. I have not read all of it, but I did read like part of the first book. And they have the main trainer in there. I don't remember his name. I don't remember if they called him Black or White or if they gave him an actual name. But he had a Muna, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember if it was evolved or not, because sometimes they have evolved Pokemon. But he'd have it like bite onto his head and eat his thoughts so he could think clear when he was like overwhelmed. It was like, that is one of the weirdest things Pokemon has ever done. Stop it. The Pokemon mangas could get really weird, actually. But they're always weird in the funny way. Like, later on in the Black and White manga, they have most of the freaking gym leaders, like, strung up on crosses. It's ridiculous. Of course, given in the first manga series following Red, we had a Scyther cutting a Arbok in half. I probably shouldn't say anything, because good lord. We're probably not going to get another Goodra variant for quite a while. Goodra should be in Gen 6 because it is a Gen 6 Pokemon. It should be in Legend ZA because it is a Gen 6 Pokemon. But that will just should be regular Colossian Goodra. I don't know, I feel like if you were gonna give Mimikyu anything, I feel like it should get a regular evolution. It's kind of my one problem with Mega Hawlucha is like, this could have been an evolution. But Mimikyu totally needs a friendship evolution. I do wish we could change Mimikyu's outfit. I know it mimics Pikachu because it's jealous, but I would love for it to be able to be a thing where you could like get Mimikyu different outfits, maybe based on other Pokemon in your team, and have it be a sign that like they're getting over their jealousy because they have a trainer that loves them. I remember when like Mimikyu first came out and one of the popular fan art things was sticking it in different little Pokemon outfits. So you had Mimikyu dressed as Eevee and Charizard and the Evolutions, and one's dressed as just about everything actually, probably. Not so much like Gengar or Voltorb or anything because they're just balls, but you'd get ones dressed up like the legendary beasts or legendary Pokemon. It was all very cute. So sorry if I start sounding a little stuffy. My nose is wanting to kind of stuff up. Hi, Papa. She knows the sound of your truck. She knows it's you pulling in. But yes, I do kind of wish Mega Hawlucha had just put an evolution, because Hawlucha needs an evolution. Now there's a okay chance that a regular Hawlucha will not get one. If he gets a regional form, he probably will. I'm kind of hoping we get a couple of Colossian evolutions, kind of like we got Hisuian Lilligant, or Cleaver, which kind of really wasn't a Hisuian Pokemon. It was just another evolution. Scyther needs one more evolution. And I don't know what it would be because we do not have a typing equivalent to paper. But we got steel types with Cleavor, which would be scissors. Steel types with Cleavor. Steel types with Scizor, which is scissors. And then we got a rock type with Cleavor, which rock. And in my mind, we need one that would be like representative of paper, just for the rock, paper, scissors joke. Yes, Hisuian Zora and Zoroark are fantastic. I feel like a Mega Mimikyu would have something to do with like the outfit being super torn up or something. Which would kind of go against... No, it'd fit Mega Evolution, but the fact that it would love its trainer so much to Mega Evolve into like a monstrosity fits the bill of Mega Evolutions. Cape Freak, you redid half of these guys in like Gen 7 to make them more friendly, and I love that they've gone back to just kind of them being now. It's kind of funny. I'm curious to see what horror awaits us with the next Mega Pokemon revealed, because I still think we're getting at least one more before the games drop. I mean, the nicest Mega Evolution we've probably gotten is maybe Dragonite. But it basically wants to beat its opponent up quickly so it can go beat up other people to keep other people safe, which is sad. Eventually, once all these new Megas and stuff drop, I'm gonna have to go through and reread, like, Pokedex entries to see which ones are like the worst. One of them is probably Mega Glalie because his jaw is so broken he can't eat. I'm not gonna lie, there's a small part of me that still wants Penny's Eevee bag. And I know they do actually make it as an accessory now, but like... that is one of the few Pokemon bags I've ever actually been really super tempted to get. That and the like grass type Pokemon bag they did at Box Lunch. But we don't have a Box Lunch here, which sucks. I haven't been in a Box Lunch since 2021, I think? Yeah, 2021, fall of 21, because I went and spent a couple of months with Mama Blueberry. They had one up where she lives. That is one of the things that had not yet made it up to like Branson or something. Also, if me like sitting here kind of twisting back and forth ever starts making one of you guys dizzy or something, let me know and I will stop. I'm hoping the music in Legend ZA is going to be really good. Because the music in Legends Arceus was like, all of it was banger. Yes, the different themes for Mega Reveals have been fun. Because with Victory Bell, you got kind of the horror aspect. With Halucha, you got a... I guess it'd technically be action. Fighting game, you know, whatever. And then with Malamar, you kind of got... Probably meant to be more sci-fi than horror, but it was a little bit of a mixture. It will be interesting to see how they do their next one. If we'll get another picture promo for it, or if it will be another like mini video thing before it. I absolutely love how much they hyped up My Friend Malamar though. That was great. Huh? That's always possible. Nothing wrong with kind of having a favorite theme among Pokemon. Though Mimikyu is a bit more like the Sinistee and Sinistcha lines and stuff. It's more possessing something than it is changing form. It's hiding. I guess it kind of would be Gimmighoul adjacent as well, because they live in the chests, some of them. Listening to this is making me want to play Mystery Dungeons. And I don't know if I'd have the time. Oh, I have a Mystery Dungeons game for the DS. Ooh. Might have to sit down and replay it because I don't know if I'm gonna have enough, like... I could probably get through the base game. Just wouldn't be able to stream it. Will be based on the 80s? How? Like, in what context of the 80s? Because the 80s is a decade? Like 80s style movie, or would it be 80s style, maybe an 80s style cartoon? Give us an 80s style. No. Do what they did with the Pokemon plush they put out for Legend ZA and make it like a telenova drama. Give us a Pokemon soap opera for the next mega reveal. Please, Pokemon Company, I beg you. That would be hilarious. But no, I'm curious as to your movie cartoon. Okay. That'd be fun, yeah. They did one of their Poketoons episodes, one of the season 1 ones that was Mimikyu and Scraggy, and it was kind of based on Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry kind of slapstick. So that would be possible. That would be fun. Oh my god, make it one of the like 80s, 90s fantasies. Willow, the Labyrinth, I hate that those are the only two I can think of off the top of my head. It's like half a dozen more. Ever After kind of falls into that. Dark Crystal? I think that's the one I'm thinking, one of the ones I'm thinking of. And that'd be kind of funny. It will be interesting to see how they do their next one. If we get a next one and Mega Malamar wasn't their final reveal. I still think no, I still think one more, but they made such a big deal out of him. It feels like it could be possible that he was. Because the other ones didn't get like a week's worth of teasing and all that stuff. The other ones got like a couple of days. It's like, hey, here's this new thing happening on Thursday, and it's like Monday, so get ready. I kind of want to rewatch Labyrinth. I ain't watched that movie in forever. Not since I watched it with like with Mama Blueberry, I think. Have a fossil for you. So apparently my sister yesterday got to go see her granddaughter. And while she was there, she picked up a snake. And I mean like a snake in a terrarium. I don't know what kind of snake it is. Something you can keep as a pet, I'm assuming, but it's kind of pretty. She's had a snake before. She had a python at one point in time, I think. I don't remember what kind, but it was yellow. It was pretty. If I ever ended up with a pet snake, I would want one that would get big though. I had a niece. Well, I still have a niece. She's still my niece. She's still alive. That got this really pretty, like, pink. I want to say it was some breed of corn snake or something. I'm probably wrong. This has been several years ago. Yeah, a pretty little pink snake. Well, snakes are a thing that happen. For 2 or 3 years, we had a king snake that would like come hide in our garage and hibernate through the winter. And we just left him alone because he ate like mice and rats and stuff. We'd see him crawl into the garage on occasion, and you know, Dad would come in, hey, the snake's in the garage, you know, just so you know, don't freak out if you see him. And I pick up ringnecks from one of the places I clean, like every Saturday. I pick them up and take them outside. They're itty bitty little tiny snakes, so they can't really bite you, and they're not poisonous. They are safe to handle. So, you know, don't go picking up any snake. They're ant snakes. They eat bugs and like insects. I picked up 2 of them last weekend and like 3 the weekend before. Now, when we had like chickens and stuff, we would kill a black snake. And then, like rattlesnakes, when we lived in a place that was more heavily wooded than where we live now, Dad would go around at night and shoot the rattlesnakes. Because he didn't need them in the yard. Especially because, you know, the grandkids, can't have one of the grandkids get bit. Or no, it might have been copperheads he was shooting. I think it was, actually, yes, I think it was copperheads. Because you don't want to get bit by one of those either. We mostly get like black snakes and stuff around where we live. And even then we don't see them that often now that we don't have chickens. Did get to watch a bunch of roosters run out of our shed once when the king snake slithered in, just cawing and crowing their heads off like it was gonna eat them. You'd think someone had lit like a thing of firecrackers and tossed it in there with them, the way they ran out. It was funny. I got such a good laugh out of that, because it was just so ridiculous. Ouch. Yeah, we have a bunch of lizards and stuff outside, because Dad has we have flower beds in the backyard, and they're lined with rocks, so plenty of places for like the lizards to hide and hibernate and have babies and whatnot. I don't think I've ever seen one in the house. If they have, the cat's eating them, and before we could notice. I watched this video last night of this chick who's had a cat that I guess had a cat door or something. It could go in and out, and it would bring all sorts of stuff into her bed and like to give to her. And it's like, chick, after the first mouse or snake or whatever, it's like that cat door would have been gone. Never again would that cat have been allowed outside unless like I built it a catio or something. We'd do if we ended up with a snake in the house. Catch it and let it go, probably. So long as it isn't poisonous, Dad has no problem reaching down and like grabbing one by the tail and pulling it out from him and going and tossing it back in the yard. did see a frog on the back porch this morning when me and Stella got home from our walk. We get frogs and toads and stuff on occasion. Had a nice little green frog on the side of the house the other day. Approaching shiny charm odds, but I don't know if I'll be lucky enough to get it in shiny charm odds. That would be nice. Yeah, so would Pin Pin. This is what part of why we don't let him outside. We really like having birds and stuff in the backyard, and we would really hate for him to be outside just killing the birds willy-nilly. A catio is an eventuality on a list of things we would like to do around here, just so you can have at least like a little 5x5 space to get outside and lay in the sun and smell the breeze and the critters and watch birds and stuff. But it's we don't have the money for it like right now. The ultimate desire would be to eventually be able to make him like just a big enclosure. Nothing huge, but a good enough sized enclosure where we could give him like the shelves and ramps and stuff to cross and climb and scratch at and whatnot. Let him outside so he could lay in the grass. Yeah, he can lay in the grass. Dad does flea and tick pellets every year. Heck, at some point I'd settle for one of those just little like metal window cages you can put in a window, and it's basically just a fancy cat bed in a metal box. You should go on. Alright, have a good day, Kyogre. I'm almost finished for the day anyways. It's been a pleasure having you as always. And hopefully I'll see you in one of my next streams. Good night. Yeah, Pin likes to eat grass on occasion. I'll go in the yard and like tear a bunch up and bring it inside in a bowl for him. I don't think Pin would last long outside because I feel like he would either get run over or something would eat him. He'd get got by a coyote or an owl or a fox or one of the rare bobcats or that frickin' bear that lives back up on the hill somewhere. Or just a loose neighborhood dog would get him. It'd more than likely be a car, though. Eventually, though, I am going to pick his fuzzy butt up and take him outside and set him in the snow just to see his reaction. Like the snow on the front porch when we get a good one. Before I swoop it off to make it easier to go up and down the stairs for Stella. He'd be back in pretty fast if I did that. Ooh, excuse me. Hiccups. Almost finished with this batch. Cats can be kind of dumb that way. Am I accurate in my counting? Yes. No. I am one behind where I should be. I laugh at Pin Pin, because he takes spells. He's pretty okay about not begging for treats, but he takes spells where you can get up and walk across a room and he's in one of the, and he bolts towards one of the spots where we give him treats. Because Dad gives him treats in the living room and I give him treats in the bedroom, and between us he gets a decent amount of treats every day. Nothing, not like anything horribly over much. He gets like 4 or 5 treats from me. He gets a few more from Dad. But when he is in the mood for treats, he bolts back and forth between the spots as we just like walk around the house. Oh, is that my last one? No, it is not. Now I am 2 ahead. How did... I don't know. I don't know how that happened. It's fine. Aw. Cats are trainable. They're just a lot harder to train than dogs. Dogs see you as their owner, their packmate, whatever. Cats see you as a dumb baby. Alright, that was the last one. Let's run through the Kabuto gauntlet one last time today. And then that'll be it till tomorrow. Oh, we had a cat who would play fetch. Pin did a little bit when he was younger, but he stopped. We stopped being able to get him to do it. Also, he got to the point where he was like attacking our hands when we would try to get the throw toy. So it might be a mixture of we stopped getting attacked and he stopped getting to play fetch. Of course, Pin's not super huge on cat toys. He takes spells with them on occasion, but he's never been like the biggest fan. He'll play with some of them for a little bit, but he gets tired of them very quickly. I would love to eventually get him a cat wheel and see if maybe he might take to that. But it's hard to say if he would or wouldn't. Alright, that's it for today. Mint, it's been lovely talking with you as always. I will hopefully see you tomorrow. I hope you have a good evening. Bye-bye.